Hi, Assalamualaikum. I bid to our moderator, to our panelists, as well as to all of our viewers today. So I'm going to explain to you guys on Howe's model of translation quality assessment. This is on how Howe's analyze and compare the source text with the TT, with the translation text. So in this model of translation quality assessment, it involves a systematic comparison between the texture profile of the ST and the TT. It's also in this model. There's also the same register analysis as Halliday, where it also touches on the field, on the tenor as well as and the mode. So what field is all about is basically on the subject matter and social action that covers the lexical items, while tenor is on the participant relationship, on the purposes of the translation. So it covers quite a lot of things, such as the author's provenance and stance, the social role relationship, and the social attitude. Social attitude basically on the style of the content. Is it informal? Is it in a formal style, or is it in a consultative style? Okay, moving on to the mode. Mode is basically, it refers to the channel of the translation. Is it in spoken way or is it written? It also touches on the degrees of participation between the addressee and the addressers. So in this mode, as I said before, is the written or spoken. It also can be in a monologue or in a dialogue. It can be in those way. And not to forget, in this analysis, in this model of translation quality assessment, has found that there are mismatches or errors. So basically, mismatches and errors, um, there are two categories, which are overtly erroneous errors and the covertly erroneous errors. Overtly erroneous errors is when there are incorrect meaning uh, of the TT compared to the ST, while the covertly erroneous errors, it touches on the dimensional errors, where the translator fail to take into consideration uh, they feel the or the tenor while doing the translation process while translating. So from these mismatches, there happen to be two types of translation, which are the overt translation and the covert translation. So overt translation basically is which the addressees of the translation text are quite overtly not being directly addressed, where the ST is clearly not directed at the TT audience. Okay, it's basically on the ST. While the covert translation is the translation which enjoys the status of an original source text in the target culture. So it's heavier on the target side. Target culture, the side of the target culture. The culture is a lot heavier in the target side. So from this, House found that there should be an equivalence. So equivalence is necessary at the level of genre, such as the individual text function. Individual text function, that means to explain it to define, basically it's a function. This individual text is basically is to create or is to produce the ST in the TT, and the function of the original has in its lingual cultural framework and discourse world. So basically, in the covered translation, it doesn't take the TT readers into the discourse world of the ST. It's just putting the translation wholly into the TT culture, the target culture. So basically, House highlighted that translator, they should apply the cultural filter in doing the translation process, in translating, where they can do the modifying on the cultural elements, where the cultural elements, it does give an impression that the TT is an original, for example. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.